Let's talk real quick.
Mic check, mic check.
To the feather, we fly together.
All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dose of Tempest. Thank you for joining me. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, hey boo hey. Okay, so y'all, as we are in that time of the year, first quarter of the year, where we're thinking about vision board, or we have already started making waves, taking actions for the things that we have set out for 2025, I wanted to quickly let's talk real quick. As I was just sitting down reflecting on my past vision boards and what kind of has brought me here to compile my vision for what I see for my life in 2025, I thought about it. Let me talk to the girlies that are younger than me in their 20s and put them on game and hope and pray that anything that I'm about to discuss, you guys already know. If not, buckle up, baby, because we're about to ride. Okay, anyway, that was corny, but here we go. I just thought about a couple things that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. So coming from someone who is 38, yes, baby, she's still young, she's still fine, she's in her prime, but she's not lost. You know what I'm saying? She got a grip on how she sees herself, how she views life, things of that nature. So let's go. Here are a couple things I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. Now, coming from a 38-year-old, the first foremost thing that I wish that I would have known, especially coming from humble beginnings. I was not a spoon-fed. I was not a silver spoon baby, what do you want to call it? No trust fund baby, none of that. Just normal, regular, everyday. For me, the first thing I wish I would have known is credit and financial freedom. Now, for the most of us, credit and finances are not taught in school, especially public school. And when you get to the age of 18, you're like, whoop, whoop, I'm pre-approved. Let me get this, that, and the third on credit. Mama. Pause for a second, or let me wheel you back in, okay? So credit cards are good, but credit cards ideally are for people who can afford to pay it back. If you just understand the concept or know a little bit about credit cards, it is literally to get things on a credit. You want to get in the mindset of using your credit card for large purchases and things that you can pay back over time. Keep in mind, anything that you buy, it is not for free, meaning they're not going to say, oh, well, we forgive you next month, so no worries. That's not how it works. And or it is not that we will allow you to use this on your credit and we're not going to give you interest, because baby, that interest sometimes be the worst. Okay, so credit cards, just stay weary about credit cards. If I were you, try to get on someone who has really good credit, who can kind of just hold your hand through your first time of having a credit card, and or just be leery of gaining a credit card, and make sure that you take a good peek of the credit card interest rate. Because keep in mind, baby, it is not free money. So credit is not about swiping your card. It's about leverage. Having a good credit score can determine whether you get a nice apartment or a lower car note. And then unfortunately, in some positions, it's even a job, which I know, weird, I know. But I hope that we're going away from having good credit equals that you can maintain some type of employment. But if you do decide to get a credit card for whatever reason, here is the key. Keep your credit card utilization under 10%. You will find online, they will say 30%. 30% is on the high end, and majority of the time, once you get to that 30% utilization rate for your credit card, you're kind of like on the deeper end. It is harder for you to pay it down because your interest rate is so high. So never pay the minimum balance. That's one. And then keep your credit card utilization at like 10%, not 30. Okay. And then the other thing, also start learning about investment early. So they don't teach us this in school, especially public school. They kind of tell you like cash is king, and in a sense it is, but you got to know how to work it. So all in all, with money, your money should be working for you. Look into Roth IRA, a high yield savings account, and even real estate if that's your vibe. Now, with a Roth IRA, that could be used or a supplement of a 401k. These make, for some of us, this jargon that I'm using may seem like a little bit unknown. It may seem so confusing, but basically a Roth IRA and a 401k, the basic level I can share for the understanding is what you would use like for a retirement fund. Once you put funds into a Roth IRA or 401k, you cannot take it out without a penalty. So it's really based on a long-term savings plan for the basic bottom understanding that I can give you. With a high yield savings account basically means that your interest monthly on the savings that you put in, the money that you put in, is higher than your standard bank savings account. You can go to like Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, any of these standard banks, and open up a savings account, which would be complementing or in addition to your checking account, and which is all fine and dandy, but that high yield savings account is going to get you there, meaning your money is going to work for you more because you're going to gain more money because of the money that you put in. So here we go. Further example, if you go to a traditional bank like Chase, Bank of America, any of those, and you open up a standard savings account, your interest rate may be like 0.1 interest rate, and you may gain a couple pennies every month. Rather, you going to those same institutions or somewhere else that have high yield savings account, and your interest rate may be like 4%, 5%, based on the economics or what quote unquote the government set for the interest rate at that point. And then I can't even get into real estate because that's a whole different beast. But if you're able to get into real estate, learn a little bit of it, baby, your money can flip even more. And with all that said, with finances, as Black women, we are leading in entrepreneurship and education. But the sad part about it, we're the leading in the highest loan denials as well. Building a strong financial habits now can set you up to move freely later without having to borrow money from someone else. Another thing I wish I knew is that your health is wealth. So when we talk about being healthy, I'm not talking about just hitting the gym. That's cool. You need that, right? But I mean the understanding of your body, your hormones, how to advocate for yourself in medical spaces. You guys know that I talk about fibroids a lot because it has impacted my life deeply. But Black women are disproportionately affected by fibroids, PCOS, and hormonal imbalance. We're often dismissed when we're trying to go to the doctor and bring up symptoms. And that's why it's so important for us to track our cycles, pay attention to our body, and learn holistic care as well as Western medicine. So start prioritizing whole foods, eating right, gut health. What does that mean? How does it affect my body? As well as clean beauty products that I always talk about. You learn all these things early and it will put you on to make you understand your body, because your body matters. period. You cannot do anything. You cannot host a longevity life without your body. It is what it is. So please, please don't wait until something goes wrong to see a doctor. Find a provider who listens to you and get your checkups regularly. In your 20s, it's your foundation for your future health. So take care of her now, and I promise you, she'll take care of you later. See, for me, the only thing I regret is waiting so long to do things. You'll hear that time to time from older women, but even in my 30s, like for me, I wish I would have picked up my camera 8 years ago when someone literally told me like, hey, give it a try. So I wish I wasn't so concerned about being liked or judged by other people. I wish I would have taken more chances. So like, see me in my 20s, I did things I wanted, but looking back, I don't think it was enough. I wish I would have tried harder to be in rooms more with diverse people. Now, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, cause why? You know what I'm saying? But I hope this video reached someone who looks like me, someone in their 20s who wanna do something, but maybe just scared, timid, or just don't know the direction of doing something. The good thing is in 2025, you have more resources at your fingertips than ever. In my 20s, we didn't have a such thing as AI, social media. My early 20s, social media wasn't a thing. We literally got Facebook, and it was only for college students while I was in college. And by that time, I was thinking about all other type of stuff, but understanding, navigating how you can get paid from social media and all the other stuff. Like we didn't have all those resources. So, just knowledge is power. So use the resources, the AIs, the internet, research people on YouTube so that you can get a insight of what you want. And maybe like the first step of just to do it. I promise you will set you up for your 30s and so on and so on. Realistically, with the understanding that some of us aren't set up as others. Like we have to be creative. We have to be agile. We have to do extra and more just to be in the same playing fields as our peers, especially as African American women. In your 20s, you think the world kind of revolve around. In your world, it probably do. But until you're able to expose yourself outside of your neighborhood, outside of your normal commute, outside of your state, outside of your city, even the country, you will soon understand that the world is bigger than what you dream of, what you can imagine. You're fine to have your feelings, but in my 20s, one thing that I wish someone would have told me or given me as a safe space to have my feelings, not bring up religion, not bring up someone else's financial state or their position in life to make me feel like my situation is less than, rather than give me a safe place to own my feelings, have my feelings, but also give me the motivation to go after it. It's one thing to have feelings and do something about it, but it's another thing to have feelings and get stuck in it and just blame other people for what you can't do, what you won't do, what's not happening. So in your 20s, find someone or find an area, find something that is going to allow you to have a safe place to explore, share your feelings and thoughts, and also not allow you just to sit in anything that you're super passionate about that may be negative. So with that, I feel that your 20s is made up for your foundation. Overall, in your 20s, you must have an achievable mindset. So what I mean by that is that you have to overcome some of the thoughts that you have in your head, and you will have to work on that every single day. There are still grown adults in their 30s, their 40s, heck, some even in their 50s who are still struggling with having a achievable mindset. And when I say about this, that means like your mind is so powerful. It's a machine, right? And as you do anything, you jumpstart in any direction of your life. Not only will your mindset be your driving focus on how you view life, it creates the lens in which you see yourself and your abilities. It's the starting point of your courage. It's your ability to pivot quickly for change. Gain the ability to be strategic. Perfect your ability to understand how you can get to point A to point B. We want to move with strategy and not emotion. In your 20s, you will start to either foster or strengthen relationships, people you may met in college or just in your young adulthood for whatever thing that you're doing in life. Those are that's your real season to creating a foundation for your friendship and learning and understanding a platonic love, strengthen relationships in that matter. Another one, get out the house, view the world, seek different cultures, foods, people. Let's not be, and when I say all that, we're not like different cultures, understand what other people do, how they live life. You can put it helps you put a different perspective on life just in general and how you see yourself in this world. And with foods, oh gosh, let's not be in our late 20s, early 30s, whatever the case may be. Let's not be that one person at a steakhouse or some specialty restaurant and saying, hey, can I get chicken nuggets and fries? No judgment, but expand your palate. You never know what you like. Just be free to expose yourself to different foods and cultures. If you don't like something, it's okay to say you don't like it, but also be mindful of how you say you don't like certain things, because you never want to disrespect someone else's culture or food in any shape or form. But have an open mind of trying different cultures and food. One other piece of advice that I can give if you're in your 20s is to take at least one international flight. Travel outside the country. Whatever your country is, travel outside of that. Just one. When I say it gives you a different perspective, understanding on life just in general, and the makeup of the world, it changes your viewpoint of finances and just it's so many layers. So just trust me, just try it. Be open about it. Just try it. Two more things. Move with discernment to understand what you like, what you don't like, and don't be so easily influenced by your friends or someone else that's next to you because you're in a space of something being new. Listen to yourself and understand what you like, what you don't like, and why. Make sure you put a reason, a why behind something you like, you dislike. Get out, use your own discernment, that's one, but get out of the routine of only accepting and doing things the way that you grew up or because what you see other people are doing or being exposed to. Okay, just expose yourself to more. That's all in all. Expose yourself to more. And the last thing, think three. think at least 3 times. Think at least 3 times before getting a tattoo. Trust me, there are these tattoo removal businesses or procedures that you can uptake, but why pay double or triple the price for that tattoo, however much it costs? Why pay for it to get removed when you can just save any of your money, heartache, and pain and not just get it at all? So just don't think twice. Think at least 3 times before getting a tattoo, okay? So I'm not telling you any of these to scare you in any shape or form or be like what you can and cannot do. No, these are only tips. I hope that this brings you some sort of knowledge to move smarter. Enjoy life without unnecessary setbacks. Your 20s are all about learning, growing, and building the foundation for the life that you deserve. So if this helped, let me know in the comments. What's one thing you wish you would have learned earlier? If you want more advice, hit that subscribe button and let me know. Come and be a part of the community, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay glowing, stay growing. In the meantime, between time, take care of yourself. All right, bye y'all.